Hi everyone. If you're new here, my name's Audrina, and I do art stuff sometimes. It's been a really long time. But I finally finished my sketchbook, and I've always been obsessed with those sketchbook tour videos, and I'm so excited I finally have this equipment and stuff to make my own. So here's my sketchbook. This one's from October 2022 until just recently, June 2023. I got it for my birthday last year, but I didn't use it until October, so if you're wondering where the heck the cover is, I lost it because it got beat up. My brother poured Coke. I don't know if he poured it or someone spilled Coke, and it ended up all over the table and all over my sketchbook. So the first couple pages are just coated in Coke, which is sad. It basically obliterated that cover. It was hanging on by a thread, and it just fell off one day. Yeah, here's my sketchbook. Let's get into it. So this is actually my front cover, my inside beginning of the sketchbook page. But now it kind of just serves as the actual cover because, the other one died in the war. I don't know, I was coming up with an OC at the time, and butterflies and flowers have always been something I found really pretty. And I was getting into crystals for a minute. And look how pretty they all are. This is probably one of my favorite things I've ever drawn in my entire life. So let's get into it. So, first page isn't the best, or I guess I should say the second page. I don't know. Anyways, this page isn't the best. This one actually was more of around when I did get the sketchbook the first time, in winter of last year, early winter, January, February-ish. These are some old sketches of when my OC Elwin went by Pebbles, and man, they've changed, not a whole lot, but quite a bit. They don't have glasses anymore. They still have the same scar, but I draw their hair different, and they've definitely been developed a lot more as a character. The first couple pages are pretty rough, because I was going through art block, and I put off doodling in my actual sketchbook until October. That's how long it went on for, and how busy and chaotic my life was. Woo! Here's some butterflies, and my OC Anne said, "Why is it so bad?" No one knows. It's actually not as bad as I remember it being. I actually really quite like this little doodle of her in the corner. I think it's adorable. But when you're in art block, everything looks like horse shit. This actually isn't a doodle. Wow, I know, it's crazy. I was going through grief, and I was going to this little class that was happening at my public library, and I didn't have a notebook, but I had my sketchbook in my purse, so I just wrote notes in that. If you guys want, you can look at it and pause the video and read it. There's a whole bunch of good stuff to think about, make you question your existence and figure out more of who you are. This is more of when I actually really got into using my sketchbook. This was the middle of October, and I wanted to try doing Inktober. That didn't work out. I did freaking 3 of them, even though I had started in the middle of the month. That is an adorable witch. I love her. But this was the first one I had done. It was Candle. Gonna have to blur out my name. This is one of the pages that was really affected by the Coke that was spilled. Her hair used to be all green and stuff because I colored it with highlighter, and now it's just all poopy. And that candle used to look way cooler. This is when I dyed my hair for a minute last year. I dyed the tips pink, and I drew myself because it felt good. I felt so confident. This is another Inktober spiderweb. I drew this when my animal science teacher wasn't there and my friend wasn't there, and I was really bored and I couldn't go do anything because I'm in a wheelchair, so yeah. Next page. This I doodled off of Pinterest. I felt like my art style kind of was sucking. Like, this is not my best work. It was rough. But this is, one of them was cat, and I drew cats, and this is about the time where I gave up. So there's that picture. These 2 pages are a spread. I had a weird dream, and I woke up and decided to draw it, but like it was really weird. There was a lot of clips. I remember distinctly this part looked like a freaking animatic I'd watched like a couple days before it having the dream. And he had like wires coming out of his head and there were random things everywhere. Bro went to McDonald's and found this dude with a knife in his mouth. He was trapped. COVID jokes. Next page. I drew my mom. This was in March. A lot of time passed between then. Holy crap. Yeah, I gave up after that. I think I just doodled on random pieces of paper if I even had time to doodle. I was going through a lot when this sketchbook was being made. This was in March. I moved out on my own the first time. And I created a collage of pictures, and this was one of the pictures of my mom. It does not look like her, but that's that. And then I remember it snowed so much where I lived. And I distinctly remember I doodled these 2 while sitting on the bleachers waiting to be able to go to class because the teachers couldn't get to school because it snowed so much. This is another spread. I was bored one day and decided to draw like bug girls. I think this one's just a random girl doodle, and so is this one. This was a butterfly. It made me realize I need to work on anatomy a little more. This is a ladybug, a fly. I love these 2. I've thought about doing more with them, especially this one. This one reminds me of like Mei from My Hero Academia. And then Anime Boy. This is my OC Anne. I think I messed up or like the pen bled through or something I don't know. But I covered this page in sticky notes. Oh, it's cause I drew something weird under it. That's fine. I'm gonna blur my name. Yeah, so I drew on top of sticky notes cause I've always seen like in sketchbook tours people will use sticky notes to fix their errors. And I thought if I just cover the whole page in sticky notes and then draw on top of it, it would look cool. And I got a comment on Instagram saying it did, so I actually used glitter glue for her, like magic or whatever, and her halo and stuff. And I remember I was so impatient waiting for it to dry so I could just shut my dang sketchbook. But yeah. Here is Elwyn. This is more of what she looks like now. I've changed her outfit a little bit. That drawing that overall on the shoulder got really annoying and didn't make any sense. But this is more of what they look like now. So this video is gonna be way too long, and I don't know how to make YouTube not have a 10-minute time limit on my videos. So stay tuned for a part 2, and I'll try to get that out soon. Hope you liked this video so far. Please subscribe, and bye!